or die. Make your choice.
There's something that we're not seeing. You did this.
Open the door! There's nowhere to go! Where is he?
Saw 2 was released in 2005 and is the sequel to Saw, obviously. It was not directed by James Wan this time, though. It was directed by Darren Lynn Bousman, who is a frequent director in this franchise. And this time it follows the story of 8 people who are trapped in this house with this toxic gas flowing through the air. And these people must try to go through these traps to get the antidote. While meanwhile, there's also a subplot where there's a detective and a rescue team who are trying to help these people get out. And you get a lot of stuff with the Jigsaw Killer this time. Okay. Saw 2. What do I think about Saw 2? In many ways, it's better than the first one. It's better made. The cinematography is a lot better. It looks a lot cleaner too. The acting for the most part is a lot better. And also, you get a lot more depth into the Jigsaw Killer. There's a lot more character development when it comes to him, like what his motives are and whatnot. It's really good stuff. And Tobin Bell is excellent in this movie. This time he really gets a lot more time to shine in his role, and man, he makes the most of it. And you get Donnie Wahlberg, the brother of Mark Wahlberg. He's actually pretty good in this movie too. He plays the lead detective in this movie, and he's great. And also the people that are in the traps, their acting ranges from fine to pretty good too. Shawnee Smith is one of the ones in the traps, and she's the one who's known for playing Amanda. And yeah, she's part of the game this time too. There's lots of great twists and turns here, but when it comes to Saw, you know what I'm going to be reviewing this movie for: the traps. Because that's the main thing that draws people into this franchise, and the traps aren't anything special in this movie. They're not as how would you say? Elaborate as in later installments. They're not as creative, but they do get the job done, and you get lots of gruesome stuff. By far, the most cringe-worthy one definitely would be the needle pit. Come on, it's a pit full of needles. How can that not get under your skin? That is nasty. And then, of course, you got the one where a person gets burnt alive in this. I'm guessing it's a furnace or something. That one was pretty rough too. And then, of course, there's the one where the woman gets both of her hands stuck in this glass box, and there's these razor things that are keeping her hands in. There's a lot of gnarly stuff in this movie, but it's all great. If you like gore, this movie will please you. It's a lot gorier than the first one, that's for damn sure. But yeah, when it comes to like the traps, it's great. When it comes to story, it's really good too. I will say the reason why I don't like this one as much as the first one is because I thought the first one was more compelling. Yes, you get the character development of Jigsaw, which is definitely the most compelling aspect of Saw 2, but when it comes to everything else, it's just not quite as interesting and intense as the first one. But yeah, in every other aspect, from the acting to the filmmaking itself, Saw 2 is better than the first one. If I were to pinpoint any problems, yes, some of the performances aren't that great. Like there's this one guy. He ends up being one of the last to survive in this game. He's got a shaved head and he's like muscular and stuff. It's the guy who cuts the back of his neck off to reveal a number. His performance isn't that great, and also his character was kind of irritating. And yeah, like I said, the traps aspect of the story isn't quite as compelling as everything else that was in the first film. that's about it for issues. Saw 2 is a solid sequel. It's a it's a damn good installment in the franchise, especially for the fact that you get some good traps and you get a lot more character development involving John Kramer. So yeah, if you want a good sequel to Saw, here's one of them. Pop it in. It's a good watch around spooky season, that's for sure. I am going to give Saw 2 a B plus.